What's going on, America? This is Kevin from Kevin's Corner. And, I'm trying to make some sense out of nonsense, which the nonsense has piled up to astronomical level. I'm talking about I am up to my darn chin in nonsense. It's overwhelming me. You got everybody swearing up and down that President Trump is a Russian agent and he's not loyal to his country. And of course, by default, all those that support him must not be loyal to their country either. That makes all of us Russian agents. In fact, CNN or whoever else, the people out there that's trying to run interference for the whole walk away movement, they already said that these aren't even real testimonies. These must not be real people. These are bots, Russian bots, or possibly all of these video postings are Russian agents. Who knows? Could I be? That's just it. At this point, anybody who don't fall in line with their ideology, they just cast them off as Russian agents. That's the easiest way to avoid debate, conflict, resistance. Is just deem your opponent as traitors to the country, regardless of facts, details. So we're going to talk about a little facts and some details today that maybe can clear some of this up. First of all, I want to let everybody know I'm not a traitor to my country. I love America. Greatest country on the planet. Matter of fact, look at my collection. Got a hat for America every day. Boom. Look at this one. That's an American hat. Look at that. Another American hat. Boom. Look at this one. My hunting American hat. Boom. What? Can I keep it going? How many do we have? We all want to know. Boom. Yeah, little blue. Wait a minute. How you like this? Boom. Yeah, but don't stop. Get it. Don't stop. Get it. Don't stop. Keep going, Kev. Keep going. How low can you go? Can you go down low? Look at this one. Bam. Word. Keep it going. Wait a minute. Just in case I want to be dignified. Got that one. Hold up. Wait. My Grammy. Go to old school blue. Oh, what's this? Don't tell me I'm not an American. Don't tell me I don't love my country. Talking about some traitors. Ooh, look at that one. Yeah. Oh, just in case I'm feeling a little risque, go with the gray and the red. Oh, I still got the tag on this one, y'all. I ain't even wore it yet. Wait, I don't even know if it fits my head. Okay, there we go. Bam. Okay, but whoa. Man, ooh, that's a little too big. Wait a minute, we're gonna have to tighten it up. My head's not that big. Let's go ahead and tighten this one up. I ain't like the way that one fit. Okay, here we go. There we go. Okay, all right. Oh, I like this too, right here. Boom. Yeah, if any of y'all want to borrow one of the hats, just let me know. Okay, I got tons of them, tons for days. This is my personal favorite right here. Ooh. Yeah, I'm modeling hats real quick before I get into the content. Bam, the gray. Wait a minute. Fishnet. And then, of course, coming down the stretch, one more white. That one's a little big. I got to tighten it up, too. And then to close it out, I got to tighten this one up, too. So, obviously, based on my hats, I love my country, okay? That's the telltale sign. You know how much I spent on all those hats? If I didn't love America, I would have never spent all that money on hats. I don't like hats that much. I like America that much. Now, let's get to it. The Democrats are out there suggesting things like shadow governments. Can you believe that? Now, you want to talk about a traitor to the Constitution, to the government. Can you imagine if a Republican would have suggested that we form a shadow government against Barack Obama? Or if Hillary won and somebody got up there talking about we should form a shadow government, to keep her from, of course, selling us out to globalism, opening up the borders, putting Supreme Court justices on the bench that's going to just violate the Constitution. What if we had to just say, you know what, based on all of those un-American policies, we're going to form a shadow government? They would have lost their ever-loving mind. And now you have James Comey coming out from underneath a rock, climbing up out of the pond, the swamp, and he's talking about everybody needs to vote out all of the Republicans. What he needs to do is shed his big yap. And I'm going to tell you why. Because James Comey is still in hot water. He ain't even out of the boiling pot yet, and he's out there talking reckless. You would think he would say, let me go somewhere and sit down and lay low. I'll tell you why he's saying vote out all of the Republicans, because he knows that if the Republicans get the House and the Senate again, they're going to investigate his butt. He want Democrats in so they'll sweep all of this up under the water. So I'm urging everybody to let's go ahead and finish what we started, because I want to see the ending of this saga. Anyway, let's talk. Let's talk apples to apples, oranges to oranges, and get into the topic, because, you know, like I said, where I'm from, when people talk reckless, it was so why are we talking? I mean, either you're going to talk about it or be about it. And the big controversy is President Trump wasn't as tough on Putin face to face, and he should have just stopped what he was doing during the conference and turned to Putin and said, listen here, you freaking commie, I'll come over there and punch you in your face if you ever mess with our election again. You understand me? And he should have flipped them off, and then he should have just went into a kung fu style crane, you know, monkey, and start scratching Putin's eyes right there on stage, just to prove that he believes the intel and that he supports our country. That's what they wanted to see, I guess. That's the evidence that they needed to make sure that Trump wasn't a Russian agent. But then if he would have did that, Trump, he's a warmonger. Did you see how he assaulted Putin? I mean, what happened to diplomacy? He should have just took his time and said, Putin, listen, we don't have to fight. Come on, everybody. Just get a lighter out and sing songs, and come on, everybody, and gather around the fire. Yeah, if he'd have did that, if he'd have got violent verbally with Putin, then they would have said he's a warmonger and he doesn't know how to use a gentle touch. I mean, it's just always something with the left. And they never bring up these things with Obama, because like I said, where I'm from, you either talk about it or you be about it. Look at Obama. Obama, when he was in office, he didn't do nothing about the invasion of Georgia. I mean, Russia just rolled up in there like, oh, we live here now. What? Obama didn't do nothing about that. He didn't do nothing about the invasion of Ukraine. Where was he at? He was looking from the White House like, ooh, man, that's messed up. I can't do nothing about that, though. You know what I'm saying? That's their problem. He didn't do nothing when the Russians shot down flight MH17. Nothing. It wasn't no, yeah, man, we need to do something about this. It was just, hey, that's messed up. He didn't do nothing when they violated the red line in Syria. Now, listen, if you step over this line, something's going to happen. I'm not going to say what's going to happen, but something is going to happen. It's like my dad. He cracks me up. Sometimes we'll get into a beef, you know, loving. We like Lamont and Fred Sanford. You know, we always go at it. And he'll say stuff like, you know what, Kevin, this is ridiculous. Something's got to happen. And I'll be like, what, Dad? What got to happen? I'm just saying something. But he never can give me what that something is. It cracks me up, and I do it just to irk him. I'll be like, what, Dad? What got to happen? I said, something's got to happen. You know, well, that's talking about it and not being about it. And that's what Obama was about with his red line he drew in the sand. Yeah, he didn't do nothing about that. He didn't do anything when he asked Vladimir Putin to just give us your word that you made Syria get rid of all of their their chemical weapons. Oh, don't do it. We do it. Don't do it. We get through that. Now all of a sudden you find out that they didn't. Where's the verification? He didn't do nothing about that. He was all about talk and not being about it. How about this? He took out the missile defense system out of Poland and the Czech Republic. I guess they was just like, where you going with this? Where's everybody moving? Why y'all moving this? Y'all putting us in danger. You know, but because Russia told him to do it, I guess he decided that he just had to go ahead and accommodate Vladimir Putin versus President Trump. Okay, so first thing he did, he started supplying weapons back to the Ukraine with the Javelin missile system. I don't think Russia likes that. I don't think they're sitting around going, this is great. They're bringing back their anti-missile system. What else? He expanded sanctions on Russian companies. You think they're okay with that? You think Vladimir's over there going, good. He's punishing us for all of our wickedness throughout the years in violation of their election process. No, I don't think he likes that at all. He is increasing the funds to NATO. That means that NATO will be stronger and more prepared to defend themselves against Russia. Do you think Putin's okay with that? Do you think that sounds like the actions of a traitor to his country? Nah. How about this one? He increased the spending for our military, which the Democrats know. They were more concerned about illegal immigrants. They were more concerned about shutting down the government for DACA. That's what they were more concerned about. They were more concerned about everybody else around the world except for Americans and our military and the people who protect us. That's who they were concerned about. But Trump, he's like, let's give our military people a raise and also let's increase spending so we can have a strong military just in case Russia want to feel froggy and jump. But I guess those are actions of someone who's a traitor to his country, treasonous. How dare he make our military stronger so we can resist and fight against Russia or for our allies? How dare he do that? That's such a treasonous act. Yeah, okay, what else has he done? Well, let me see. He returned, like I said, the missile system to Poland. How about this? He armed Germany with better equipment, better missiles, better tanks, and things like that. But I guess that doesn't count. None of that stuff counts. Or he ended the ban on us producing oil. What does that do? That allows us to compete against Russia and all of the cheese they're making off of their natural resources. But that, I guess, Putin's happy with that. And finally, he dropped some missiles on Syria regardless of the threats that Russia threw out there, talking about don't you, if y'all do this will be very bad if y'all do it. Oh yeah? What you gonna do? What you gonna do, Pootie? Huh? Yeah, that's what he did. But yet, I guess all of the evidence just piled up. This shows how Trump is very hard on Putin. Doesn't matter to the left. Yeah, and to those that are ignorant and looking for reasons to hate Donald Trump, they don't even want to know about those things. All they want to know about is the fact that he didn't get on stage and go into a fist fight with Vladimir Putin because he's trying to de-escalate the problems that we got with some of our major enemies in the world that other administrations allowed to develop. But nobody looks at those things. They just watch CNN, MSNBC, some of these stupid pundits that's out there just throwing out all kind of crazy stuff. Never seen anything like this. How do John Brennan have the nerve to say something like this is treason? Do you understand that is punishable by death? That's what he's saying. He is saying with no evidence whatsoever that by Trump expressing his opinion and his doubt about this whole Russia collusion, Russia interference thing is so bad that it's considered treasonous, as if that they have given us no reason to ever question what our intelligence has provided. And you know what's really tricky about this is they're always muddying the water between what the investigation was supposed to start off as, meaning investigation about Russia being involved in manipulating the democracy, the voting process, versus Trump being involved in it. They always muddy those waters, see, because the real goal is not to deal with Russia. They could care less whether Russia stuck their knuckles in our election or not. What they really want to do is tie Trump to that so they can get rid of him. Russia is just the catalyst to get to Trump. And of course, they have to demonize Russia because if they don't, then that's what they put their bet on. That's the pony that they're riding in on. See, that's the horse that they're riding in on to get Trump out of there. So, of course, Russia has to become this fictionary, horrible threat to the United States at this point. Yeah, and it's all an effort to get rid of President Trump. So now you got them out there saying things like this is treasonous. And I'm saying it's funny how when you listen to certain people, John Brennan, Comey, all of their actions were treasonous. Whenever you do things to undermine to really undermine our election process, to really subvert democracy and the choice of the people, to sit back and violate all types of civil laws, civil liberties, constitutional laws, all of that stuff, just spying on people anytime, you know, in the shower, just say, what you doing in here? What's going on in, oh, my bad, I'm sorry. Yeah, you on the phone talking to your lady friend, like, yeah, baby, hold on. And then the Comey comes in, like, what y'all talking about? What'd she say? Where y'all going tonight? Yeah, John Brennan and all of them just violating all types of civil laws that we have. And Nobody's saying nothing about that. That's not treasonous because it was against the Trump campaign. So everything's free and game when it comes down to Trump. So you see the madness in all of this stuff. See, what people have to realize is Trump is not going to just talk about stuff. He's going to be about stuff. He knows how to try to sweeten it up right then at the time when you on stage and you trying to build a relationship. That's probably not the best time to start calling people names and stuff like that unless it's warranted, you know. But nonetheless, don't get it twisted. If Russia did something out of character or to threaten the United States, Trump, I trust him way more than crooked Hillary or Obama soft butt. I trust him way more to put his foot up Putin's butt than some of these other jokers who allowed it to get to this place that we're at now. So they can just shut their big yaps because they were all talk and no show. They talked about it but wasn't about it. That's my take on it. And you've been listening to Kevin and Kevin's Corner. By the way, you see this right here? This right here is actually a BB gun. How you like that? This thing looks and feels real. It even got a silencer on it. I've been trying to deal with the scope. I hope I can get it right. Don't worry, I ain't gonna be out there shooting no squirrels and stuff like that. I only hunt to eat. It's just target practice. All right. But hey, I'm telling you, I love this thing. Yeah, maybe somebody, if you know how to get the scope right. I mean, I'm shooting and BB just going everywhere. I gotta get the scope together. Anyway, so God bless you. You know, don't be fooled by the media. The president loves our country, and all of his supporters love our country. And it would be great if the rest of the Democrats and a whole bunch of these people running around talking about we'll never vote for Trump, and their anger and hatred towards Trump is really becoming malignant. It's turning them against our country. That's what it's doing. So they're indirectly starting to hate America because they're so caught up in trying to hate Donald Trump. So that's my take on it. Tonight, we're going to be going live at 7:30 Eastern Time. Kevin's Corner on the radio. Check it out. Also, follow me on Facebook, Twitter. If you want to donate to Kevin's Corner, there's links in the bottom. If you want to borrow some of my hats, just let me know. I got you. I'll hook you up, you know. But anyway, God bless you. We'll catch you next time in Kevin's Corner. And don't forget, don't just talk about it. Be about it. God bless.